Everyone, Soundwave884 here, and welcome to another Transformers Kingdom review. And in this review, we're going to take a look at Core Class Starscream from Wave 2 in Kingdom. Alright, so let's take a look at the packaging. Nice, lovely artwork here of Starscream. Inside the package, of course, we have Starscream, who looks like a little mini shrunken down version of the Earthrise Starscream. Turn to the back. 17 steps get you all the way around. And that's really about it for the packaging. So let's just open this sucker up and take a look at Starscream. Alright, so what you get in packaging, of course, you get the Starscream figure, you get his instructions, and you get 2 null rays. So to add those to your figure, what you're going to do is just take the figure, and you're just going to peg those in right here on his shoulder area. 1 per each side. And one thing I did notice when I took this figure out of the packaging is that one of his wings is extremely loose down here on the back side. Watch. It's like, it's very, very loose. You see there's a tab here that this will catch for different modes. Airplane mode would be this one, and then robot mode would be the other one. So that is kind of disappointing. I know there's ways that to tighten that up a little bit, so I'll have to work on that. The other one doesn't seem to have a problem at all. So just looking straight here at the Starscream figure with the noise applied. It's a very nice figure. Head sculpt is very nice. The eyes are kind of a dead eyes. It's because of the lighting. You see, it is a nice red when you get the lighting on it. It could just be mild lighting here. Got the wobbly wing going on. So that's, you can see that's going to be a big disappointment right there. And the figure is just that, yeah, fuck. Screw that piece. It's going to keep falling. Alright, so we'll just, hold on. Alright, so I just gotta be careful I do not touch that piece at all during this review. We'll just go ahead and do a quick comparison here next to his Earthrise counterpart. You can see how he very much mimics everything on the figure. It designs on his thighs, his legs, his knees, everything. It's just like they took the mold, shrunk it down, and just made the transformation slightly different. Even the little belt here in the waist is very similar down here right above it. You can see things are just, it just really mimics that figure to a T. And then we'll just kind of go up some here in the chest. You can see, now this gets different here with the cockpit. You don't have the lines up here. And it does sort of change. You can see the arms are still very similar on the shoulders and everything. It's just like a little mini scaled down version of Earthrise Starscream. Looking at more closely at the figure, these do have a slight curve to it. That is not part of the Earthrise Starscream. These have a slight curve right here. Turn to the back. You see it, the wings are on these hinges, so you can angle them back so you can get a little more movement here on your ball jointed shoulders. And it's just too bad these can't like turn around so you can have the Decepticon logos and everything facing the front. Instead you have this ugly red printing for the markings on the figure. I didn't touch you. You came off anyway. Angle tilts, you're not going to have any. It looks like you might have some here, but that's just how it's molded. These things are molded in A stances. So they can sit like this, and you can spread them apart some more, and they'd still be flat-footed to the ground. Waist swivel, you're not getting one. You didn't get one in the Voyager class Earthrise Starscream. You're not getting one here in the Core class Starscream. You can see he's got ball jointed elbows. That is where you're going to get your elbow movement. Bend that up, you get up to there, and you go back and forth. But I'll pop that sucker right off, didn't I? So you can move that right there. Like I said, the wings are on hinges, so you can hinge those back and forward to get them out of your way or for expressive movements. Let's put it back in. Ball jointed shoulders, so you can get up to here like that, and 360 around, and you just got to move the wings out of your way. You got ball jointed knees, so you get good knee bends, ball jointed hips, so you can get out pretty far, kick far, back. You're not going to go as far because you got the back part of the jet. You got the little pieces making me upset. Head, no up, no down, and you can 360 around. Just got to get your fingers in between these things. Oh, got his head that way, and it's not coming back. I can't get my fingers there. Come on. There. Alright, so that is your articulation on Starscream. I'm really going to have to fix this piece. I'm sorry I keep focusing on that, but it just keeps flopping around hitting me. Oh. So let's compare. Oh my god. So let's compare this to the core class Megatron and Optimus Prime. Alright, so here's Starscream, Megatron, Optimus Prime, all core class G1 figures. The other core class, of course, was Vertebrake and Rat Trap, which are Beast Wars. So the G1s, you got these three here. I think these three together look very nice and will look really good on your Titan class Transformers if you want to, put them on Trypticon, Metroplex, Fort Max, or even Scorponok, just so they can be smaller robots to be on to your larger Titan class. They would scale better with like Metroplex and Trypticon. Then, like say, Omega Supreme and Devastator, Predaking. You will just use your regular size Transformers, the Voyagers and stuff, really to scale with those guys. These guys here do look good, and at a cheaper price point, $10 a piece, is not a bad thing. It's just maybe your Starscream won't have that problem that mine has. And of course, as null rays do support blast effects. Alright, so let's transform Starscream. First thing we're going to do is you're going to actually untab this. You see these little pieces right here are actually going to open up. This. Pull it to the side, take his head, you're going to fold his head down. On this hinge back here and a hinge up here, you want both hinges to go down, and you're going to lower it down here. Come back here to the nose cone, bring this up and over. And you kind of want the whole piece, even these little other air intakes, to come down with it. Come back here to the feet. The piece is already flopping. You want to bring this down. And then you're going to rotate the wings around like this. Come down here to the feet. You see the peg hole. You're just going to peg the legs together like that. Now you want to bring this up like this. Put that tab in. Then you want to bring this up, this hinge, bring it down, lock that in. Coming down to his head, you want to turn his head 180, and you're just going to close that up now into this gap. Come back down to this, you just want to close this up and over. I knocked his gun out. It's right here. You see where there's this little small tab, and these little slots right here on his legs. And that's what it's going to. Now you're going to bring these up. You're going to lock these into the different part. Do it here with the loose one. And that will hold a little bit better than the other. Bring these wings down. And you're going to bring these wings down. Come to his hands. You want to turn these slightly to this tab is up. Tabs can go right under this wing right here. Tab that together. Like that. Do the same on the other one. And take his null rays, which have popped off, and we'll just reattach them where they go. One there. And one here. And there's Starscream in his jet mode. Now, jet mode is pretty nice. It's not bad. The only problem I can see is you got visible hand syndrome going on right here. So that could really bug some people, I could see, because it's noticeable from the sides, underneath. The head on, you kind of see it, but you can kind of dismiss it at certain angles. Turn to the back. It cleans up fairly well. I can tell this little loose one. It's very loose, and it's pinned through. It's not a screw, so I'll have to really work with that piece here. When you push this, transform this up, you make sure you want to push that until it snaps right here. That way it can actually hold and be locked in. It doesn't lock in, otherwise you got to really lock in the cockpit, this piece and this piece to that piece, and it will hold very well. So Not a bad looking Transformer in jet mode, just the hands being visible is probably the biggest complaint of the actual look of the Transformer. Mine biggest complaint is just because I have that loose back piece, which I'll try to remedy myself. So scale wise, we'll show him right here next to Mech Fans Toys Huffer, and we'll show him off to Titan Return Brawn. So now they're just as large as the jet, so the scale is kind of thrown off here. But it kind of happens with Transformers. You can hard to have it both ways, where it's good in both modes. You usually gonna have it good in one and not the other. So Starscream, it's a nice little core class figure. If you're into Starscreams or into Seekers, definitely pick this guy up, and hopefully yours will not have that problem with the back wings that mine has. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next ones. Peace out.